Hey Mark, Greg here from Citadel Roof Systems. We're on your roof here in Concord, and as you can see, there's snow on the roof and there's some melt going on, so the roof is very slick, so we're not walking everywhere we had wanted to walk just because it's not very safe. But we're going to take a look on this section here and walk this ridge, because the ridge is the safest spot for us to walk. Now, this is a section here that was previously coated, and as you can see, there's all that shiny coating that's on there. It looks like somebody came up here and tried to maybe touch up the existing coating. Maybe there were some leaks here and there, so they went through and looked to touch that up. I'll come into a closer view for you so you can see what these areas actually are. Okay, and now as we walk along your ridge here, I'm going to notice that someone's come up and they've installed some new fasteners here or there along the ridge, which is good. This ridge is fairly loose, and as we walk along here, you'll see that there are these areas that you have rust coming through on the roof surface. These areas here really should be treated with rust inhibiting primer. I don't know if this roof, when it was originally coated, was given a full coat of rust inhibiting primer, but this is a good indication that it wasn't. Everywhere where there was existing rust, where you have these little buckles, that's where your rust will typically start to form, and you can see it coming through there. And so those are always necessary to hit with rust inhibiting primer. And as we come along your ridge, you can see that all of your seams on your ridges are open right now. More areas where the rust is coming through here. And so this is typical looking down this whole roof. I haven't gone further to where you see the ice start right about there. Over there where you see the shovel, I was going to try to uncover some areas for you in that valley. That's actually where we have repairs that were done on seams that were failed. But it's kind of hairy over there with the snow, so it's most of the way down that valley where we saw that stuff earlier on, and over in these valleys as well. As we continue to walk here, you see there's more areas where the rust is coming through, and you can see that your ridge cap is still up. There's some more there, and so anyway, you get the idea. That's the case as we move right down this whole roof. You have that coming through, and as we come down here, you can see that your ridge cap is wide open, and so that's something that should be addressed as well. You can see here, you definitely be letting water through there. And let's see here, I'm going to try to work my way out in this section. You can see your fasteners. I don't know how well you can see that, but you can see your fasteners need to be sealed as well. They're popped, and you can see there's a good example of one right there. And that's the case going all the way down this roof. I don't know if you can see here as well, but your fasteners are popped, and so the seal is broken. You have it as well. And so that's the typical case that we're seeing on this side here that was previously coated. Some more fasteners that have worked their way out. And so there's one example of some of the things that we had seen that had come to our attention. And if I can get down over there to uncover some of those seams safely, I'll do that for you, so you can have some documentation on what those were that we were talking about. Now, I'm going to work my way down this area here to show you. It looks like there was a repair that was done at some point over here on this new section. Probably a stack was removed, and again, somebody came through and they marked out where there were fasteners that needed to be fixed, and so they replaced it with fasteners there, and those fasteners look like they're in good shape. And so anyway, what I'll do is I'll work my way down the other side, and hopefully we can get some footage for you over there as to the seams that we were talking about that had failed over in that valley, on the other side, and over there. Now we're on an inside ridge. You can see on the inner portion of the building, and we're in this valley here. Now I'm going to try to work my way down toward that corner there. In the meantime, though, I can show you some of the things that we're seeing up here. You can see that your coating on your ridges here is missing. Kind of looks like it's been scraped off or something. As we work our way down here. I don't know if that's from shoveling or dragging something up here, but and now as I work my way over here, sorry about the quality here, I'm just trying to hold on good to everything. You can see there's more fasteners that are let go up there. Now we're gonna sort of slide our way down here to see if we can get to some of these areas. I haven't shoveled around yet, but we're going to see if I can show you some failed areas in the coating here. Okay, here you can see one area that's failed right there. You can see that this is failing as well, and this one here is failing as well, and that's the same over in that corner. I don't know if you can see it well, but it's the same scenario over there. And went over there and took a look at the area that we showed you in the last segment, and it's a little hairy over there, but it looks the same as it does on the other side, and I know you could see it from a distance on the last video. So what we're looking at now is we're in your ridge and we're noticing, you know, the fasteners being backed out. Part of the problem here, as we talked about before, was the mill thickness. You can see that all of these fasteners are actually, turn around here, it's every one of them. As you can see, they're all cracked open, and the reason is because the mill thickness of the coating was less than is recommended. Again, we have more fasteners backing out. So anyway, this is a typical condition up here. So the roof is red, but the mill thickness is very thin. Lots of fasteners backing out. The rust is coming through where it wasn't rust inhibited before. And in your valleys, and that one over there, and actually all of these valleys, you have your coating that's actually blistering right now and pucking up. And so those are some of the things that we had noticed, and that's what we see up here. So if you have any questions, give me a call. Thanks a lot.